Hello, my little giraffes. We're about to go on safari. So what I've done in the paint pack, you'll get a turquoise, black, yellow, pink, light blue and white. So I want you to take your medium brush if you've got one at home or out of the pack, and I want you to mix the light blue with some white. So I want you to make an even lighter blue. Thanks for having me over to your home. And what I'm going to do is mix that up. Now I want it to be quite light, and then I'm going to separate it. So I'm going to lift some up on the brush and put it out, because once again we're doing my now YouTube famous. I've got 7 subscribers, but hey, I've got to start somewhere. So I'm putting some water into my blue, light blue, and what we're going to make is a wash. So for those of you at home, having your painting flat is probably going to be a lot easier for you, so you don't get lots of runs. And if you're going to have it up on an easel, you've got to work really quickly. Quite often I work with a sponge when I'm working in the studio alone, or if I'm in a class I'll have, I quite often give everybody a wipe, a paper towel, and that's to blot and wipe their brushes, so that's a good handy hint as well. So I'm going to come around really quickly, moving fast when you've got a wash. And the good thing is doing the background first is always going to let you come inside. If you come inside the lines a tiny bit, it's not going to be a big deal. So you'll have lots of different geometric shapes on your giraffe. So with this one, it's not paint by numbers, it's not that boring, but it's a bit, you can really paint them however you want. So what I'm going to do this video a little bit like those cooking shows, because I think it's a bit boring just to see me sitting here painting each little piece when you are very busy people at home. So I'm going to do this background, and then I'll start off with one colour and I'll move to as we've prepared something earlier. What do you think? Maybe I could be on a cooking show. Maybe I get picked up from Disney. Katie's Creatives. Oh, see, I got carried away there, didn't I? So I made a mistake. What do we do with the mistake? We don't get upset. We just work with it. That serves me right. I was off on my crazy chatting journey. I think my mum really encouraged my art because it kept me quiet, because I was a little chatty kid. So hard to imagine, hey? So now I'm going to get some white, and I'm going to come straight in on top of that because it's quite wet. It's going to be really easy. See, it gives a really nice, even lighter. Still with my medium brush. I love this brush. This is a size 8 brush, and I work with that on lots of projects, especially when I'm working on my big canvases. If anyone's interested in my artwork at home, it's always for sale. So just contact me, and I have different art sales at different times. I've got my fish on sale at the moment, so I'm just going to come in there and wipe that. That's why for you, if you're going to get upset about runs, it's probably better to have it flat. And the runs really do happen to everybody, as you can see. I've been painting a long time and it still happens to me. So then I'm going to come in there, and that is looking beautiful. So from here, it's a matter of getting your smaller brush, which is a 4, I think, this one. I've got paint on mine, so I can't see the numbers anymore. So, and then I'm going to get the different colours and just essentially start working my way around the geometric shapes. So I want you to work around all the geometric shapes with all the different colours. So no black at this stage until you get something like this. Something I prepared earlier. So I want you, so the trick is work all around with pink while you have pink on your brush. Then work all around with yellow while you have yellow on your brush. And all with turquoise, blue, so on. So you still want to keep a little bit of the canvas showing through. And if you got a little bit carried away or your brush was too big, don't fear, never fear, because you can always put some white on your brush and you can come in, well, white would be good, it's not hot pink. That's funny. And you can get some, there must be pink under there. There's pink in my paint. Pink in my white paint. This won't happen to you. I'll just put some white on top of the pink. Finally, we've got white. And see, you can outline to separate some of the colours. You could go around with white. And that's all white. I use that joke a lot, so I better get some new material. So now I'm going to get some black still on the small brush. Again, as I often say, I'm making this black quite inky without being too runny. So you want it to be a bit like a fluid. What sort of consistency? Maybe a little bit like a runny yogurt, but that's the best thing I could think of at the moment. So, and then you're going to come in and lightly outline. You don't have to fully outline, just skim. I quite often will paint and dip, paint and dip, paint and dip. So come in here and just edging around those. It's probably a good idea to do your black eyes and the eyes black rather now. So then you could come in and add some little dots as it dries. So for those of you at home, before you even start doing the black, if it's a sunny day, just leave your painting out to dry. Or if you have time and you want to work over 2 days, you could just let it dry overnight, because that will honestly give you the best outcome. Pushing a painting in 2 hours can be quite a challenge if you're not that experienced with paint. So maybe Mum could dry it for you with a hairdryer. But acrylic paint does dry really fast, so even if you left it for an hour, as long as you weren't too thick with your paint and the day is quite fine, it will probably be dry. That's why I love acrylic. I'm not very good at waiting either. I think that would be no surprise to anybody. And so I'm coming in there. So now I'm getting some more of my black. Again, adding some more water. So please share this around with your friends if you know of people who were missed out on a pack or unable to get a pack. I don't want them to miss out on having some fun painting along with my videos. So happy for you to share them. Art should be shared. Hello, my little giraffes. I just filmed this all and then just completely lost the video. So just for now, until I have time to draw another giraffe up and do it again, I'm just going to talk you through the first part. Is I want you to do a blue wash, a light blue wash, like add some, so in this pack you'll get blue, pink, yellow, turquoise, black and white. So I want you to grab your blue and your white with your medium sized brush, my favourite brush. This is an 8 if you've got the pack. I think I can't see, I've got paint all over mine. Yes, this is an 8. So I want you to get the 8 brush. I use 8s a lot. I love them because they're really good on small or bigger canvases, and I like to work my way around quite quickly on a canvas. So, but you don't, you take your time. So do all the blue, and then essentially there is no shortcut with this one, I'm afraid. It's just step by step moving around your colours until you get something that looks like, this is like a cooking show, something I prepared earlier. So here, ta-da! There's my giraffe. I really need to work on my videos a bit better, don't I? So with it, once you get all your colours down, so you'll have your background, and then you start working on all the colours and see if, with a wash background, you're probably better to have it lying flat. And then you work around and you've got your pink, your turquoise, your yellow and your blue, and you just segment all those colours. Working with your smaller brush, your number 4 brush, will be a lot easier for you at home. So I would do that with changing your colours. When between interchanging colours, always wash your brush and wipe your brush out, because you don't want that previous colour to carry through into your brush. There's nothing worse, especially when you get to yellow. So I probably suggest to do the yellow colours first. So always a clean brush and clean water. So if you need to keep washing your water, please do. I thought a little neat idea, instead of using this as a water bowl, is I've actually popped my paints in there, so you might want to do that at home too. So it sort of keeps everything contained, and then you might want to just get an old little plastic container for your water. So I'll take you through. So with the black, I always like to make it into a bit of an inky black. I suppose, what would I think? It's nothing really I could think, like a bit soupy, like a soupy sort of black. So you don't want it to be too runny, like a good vegetable soup. You want it to have good consistency. And then I want you, but it's not soup, it's paint, so don't eat it. So I want you to move all around the painting. You can even be quite rough with selecting out the different areas. It doesn't have to be perfect. I went around and I didn't even fill in the whole area. Quite often mine ended up having a bit of a rough look, like a bit of a pastel look, which I think is quite nice too. So then I want you to fill the eyes in, and maybe you could even leave this out to dry before you do the white. So the highlights on this painting are quite important. So still your small brush. So wipe that out. You don't want any water on your brush for this, and I want you to come into the white. And see, I sort of stab into my white, don't I? But it's not stabbing, be gentle. And then see what I do there? I twist it back into a point. So always carefully twist your brush into a point. I even think after isolation's over, I'll probably go into a lot more videos and have a lot of online classes. So yeah, stay tuned, people. So I'm going to come in there, I'm going to highlight inside the ears. So this is an opportunity where you might think you've gone a bit too dark with your colours. So it's a chance to lighten things up. So you can come in there. And then even if you made a mistake, you can fix it up with your white. I can see a mistake I made there already, and highlight that. And even if you want to, you could. So you don't always have to have a lot of paint on your brush to be effective. I often like using quite a dry brush technique. So there is your giraffe. And if you were clever, it might become a game. Spot Katie's mistakes in her videos. So there's the giraffe. So enjoy this at home, share with people. I'm sorry, those of you, if you've missed out on the packs at this stage, but we are restocking, and hopefully in time I'll even have some more professional videos. So keep safe. Bye for now. Love you all. See you. Bye.